The settings. What's up, Taps? It's been a minute. Give me a minute. I can step away for a minute because I didn't know they were just gonna throw me on the screen like that. I didn't know they was gonna do that. Ooh, Haps. You should be ashamed. But it's all good. It's all good. Anywho, making sure my front door is good. Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Again. Right there. Hello, everyone. I don't even know anymore. Who's who? Tony. It's been a minute, huh? I was like, I'm about to get on here. I just did a live somewhere else, in two different places. Well, I did a live in there's this radio called Nettle, Nedl. The developer, his name's Allende, and so I go over there and there. I like that one because people don't have to download the app. They can just follow the link wherever I put it, and it radio it just lets you get right in. And then I have um uh, a what do you call it? Platform. It's called Lemur. I'm on there. I do original content on there. So I just did some content about nursery rhymes and Jack and Jill, but then also Little Red Riding Hood and stuff like that. Because there's this one lady, because I like to do funny content too, and I did some stuff where I switched the story up one time, and I did it was funny. But so I did some of that tonight, and because there's this lady that does the history, behind it's on TikTok. She does videos. She acts like she does both roles. Okay, I'm uploading that video. She plays the person when the person comes in eeny meeny miny mo, right? And she's at the table, and she's like, and the girl stops. She's like, wait, what? This one too? She's like, mm-hmm. Sit down. She's like, it wasn't. It was catch a nigga by his toe. She breaks it down, and then Jack and Jill and all that stuff. So, but I have an episode, you know, where I mix it up a little bit because it makes you wonder. Humpty Dumpty, right? First of all, he's an egg, Tony. He's an egg on a wall. You have to start there. You're like, well, why is he even up there? And maybe he's trying to stay broken because he doesn't want to repeat this shit. He's like, please, eat me already. Why do you keep scooping me back up again so I can fall off the wall again? And I was just like, oh, Humpty. But I came up with this all in my own head. But think about it, Tony. Okay. Bye. Yeah. You can come back though, cause I got some more stories. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, Humpty Dumpty, y'all, Humpty Dumpty. But think about it. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the horsemen's and kingsmen's couldn't put Humpty back together again. But apparently they did. You know why? Because this song went on and on. In our world, we didn't think about it. In Humpty's world, he had to get back on that wall over and over again. The more we kept. Let that sink in. Next. Next. We're not going to do all the good stuff because we got to save some for Tony, right? But no, Little Red Riding, no. I'm going to say that one because let me tell you, Little Red Riding Hood, that's an ill white, that hood. She didn't even like that shit. She didn't like it. And she was so upset that she had to wear it. And she really had to deal with the wolf. She was like, look, you can eat my grandma. You can have her. I can't believe she made this shit and made me wear it. I'm going to stop there because there's a whole other piece of the story to tell you how she got eaten. When you do wrong, things going to happen. She had it coming. Anywho, let me put the title on this show here. I did. It's a cute picture. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna name this one. So let's like this is kind of like behind the scenes because I'm actually working right now. I just recorded for this here, and we're gonna call this one "Back in the Day." No. Um, why not? No. Yeah, screw it. No. Nursery rhymes. Just whatever strikes attention, and they can hear the story. Hey, son. I'm alive. How you doing?
I'm doing
Tell
good.
everyone to say hello. What do you need out of my refrigerator? The pizza's in the
Hello.
oven. It's in the oven. What you need? Water? Oh, this is the boy. This is the boy. I gave birth to him, 14 years ago.
Hello.
14. I was it 14?
I'm 14.
I mean,
old.
so just about, roundabout.
Well, I'm gonna be 15 like in 2 months.
Yeah. And you still don't pay no bills. I don't even say you say that shit.
See, I don't have a job.
Say that shit
mother.
with pride. I'll be 15.
Yeah, but where am I gonna
You
get?
haven't even given me $15.
Where am I gonna get a job at?
Thank God, Martin Luther King, Jesse, whoever. Oh, that's it, Jesse. He probably did too. Think anybody didn't think like that.
Want me to go work down at the
You know how
Wingstop?
many kids back in the day, even now, they be like, they didn't think where we're gonna get a job at. This is these modernized, Americanized children. It don't matter what color they are, black, white, it don't matter. They're Americanized. Where are we getting a job at? Back in the day, you didn't have a choice. Your parents got here. As soon as you came out the womb, they was like, he's gonna milk some cows. Like seriously, we in a whole nother time, but we ain't did no better. You out here looking at shoes like they gonna make any difference if they had Jordan's name on it or your name.
I don't really care about. I don't really care.
No, the
about
point
brand.
is the shoe is the shoe. I'm saying you should be grateful you got shoes on your feet. That's what's wrong with you children these days. I was born in the 70s, thank God. Shoot, that was the last probably good time, and I was born in 78, so it was a really good time. Because the 80s, I was told, in the 90s, but the 80s was a good time. I was born in 78, so I really don't count for the 70s. It was like, ooh, you got the burnt up it. I'm really the 80s, right? So and that was a beautiful time. And the 90s was popping, so I feel like that's why I'm just so laid back and like a, cause anything before definitely was something was wrong. And now, completely off, you know what I mean? So it makes sense. What?
So you want me to go work down at the Wingstop?
Wait a minute, what?
No,
Was that a joke? Not this time, huh?
I need money. I want money.
Okay, and I hope you get it the right way. And I would say educated, gotta break it down. Not indoctrinated, but educated. And it won't happen through the school system that was carried down through all. Even my mama, she passed it on to me. I refuse to pass this off to you. So, okay. What did you say? Educated. All right.
I want to get a job.
You want to get a job, honey? I need you to reach for the stars. Don't say want to get a job. Say you want to be successful. You want a career. Because I'm telling you, jobs, some people don't like them jobs. I say, I have a job, but I like what I do, so it's not a job. I want you to think bigger. I want you to be an entrepreneur. Of course, you got to do things to survive because you need a roof over your head, this and that, and the experience. You want a job? I'm all for it. But just know that you will not be a slave to this system. Where are you going? Why you put your hand up like, oh? See, that's because your kids don't want to listen.
No way.
Man, I think my grandma, I had listened to her when she was, love you, grandma.
Places hiring.
He said, but this the thing. You know what? I'm not going to bring you down. I mean this with all the love in my heart. You won't even clean your room, so I don't even understand.
I just cleaned my room
But
today.
because I told you to, and it took you 1,500 years to do it. You've been only here for 14.
Well, it felt nice to do it, and I also was productive. And
you know that
I disassembled my fan to try to fix it.
It's productive. Okay. All right. I looked over. He was like this. He was like, so don't even try it, honey. Really? Okay. So you think you really just sat up here and did something, huh? Mm-mm-mm. You have no what? You have no idea. But okay. I'm not here to shit on your parade. You know, I'm a mom. I'm supposed to uplift the accomplishments. It's very good that you swept your floor, son. Oh, that's great that you broke the vacuum. But the important part is that you was using it in the first place. That's what you want me to say. You broke the vacuum, but the fact that you turned it on, that's the important
We
part.
all have our faults.
Hey, who's gonna fix that shit? Okay. And which one you willing to not do what you don't do here?
Which one is
I'm sorry, did I say that?
Which one is a busser? What is a bus?
Go look it up.
A caddy.
You got to figure it out. I can't tell you everything. This is part of that survival. What if you didn't? What if I just wasn't sitting here for you to answer these questions? I don't want to say, what if I wasn't here? But
I'm not gonna be.
I know that you could think about it because you kids be thinking about, I wonder how this, and you be looking up the most weirdest shit. So the same thing you got in your head, any questions about what you just talked about, look that shit up. Oh. I would suggest you use DuckDuckGo.
I search up what a caddy is.
DuckDuckGo.
I don't like it.
No, it's not about liking it. It's about being educated to know which one is going to give you the best information. Okay? Everybody in their right mind knows, even Google is not your best bet.
I just said I don't like being. I said I don't like being a caddy.
Oh well, you might like using DuckDuckGo. Okay? I don't think you can even qualify to be a caddy. You gotta be a caddy to be a caddy. I mean, who gonna hire you to be a caddy, son? Who even looks at a caddy? Where'd you even find that shit?
I just searched up what sort of work a 14.
That's the first thing that came
what
up.
Kind of work 14 to 15 year old.
And the caddy came up, huh?
Caddy, yes.
Look, let's envision it.
I don't want to carry around golf clubs.
I guess that's what they got going. How much they pay? It's Tiger Woods. They got one opening for Tiger. I could probably help him out, but no, Tiger. Not, You shouldn't take that shit before. Nope. You remember what happened last time, Tiger? Appreciate me. I'd be a caddy. And I would say, you know what happened when you had drove back home? They said she was on that stuff.
So, as a 14-year-old, being a caddy, you get $10 to $15 per hour.
I don't know. This is some 2022 shit. I ain't never saw a kid pull up. The first job that came up was caddy. None of black kid. Some new shit's going on here. Well, I mean, if you're looking for opportunity,
I could be
what would be the worst?
So I could be a barista.
I was a barista. Let me tell you the shit I made at Starbucks. I had made my own signature
How
drink.
hard is it?
I got tips. Oh, don't. They make you go to school. Let me tell you, you little Americanized children. Okay? You sit there and you say barista like that shit is beneath you. When you don't even got a pot to piss in, but let me finish telling you.
I don't say like it's...
No. I'm about to explain to you what a barista is, and don't minimize it, okay? Because I work for Starbucks. Let me tell you, they sent me to a whole school, and let me tell you why. First of all, because you need to know the flavors and what words to use. And then a whole book for you to explain what the flavors taste like. You can't be like, oh, it's delicious, it's good. It was bold and you know, it was bold and those words they be using for like what's that one coffee with the brand. Anyways, they be like bold and robust. Like we had to understand those words. That we had to learn the history, the people that created Starbucks, what type of words, and even during work we would have to stop and do coffee tasting, even if you didn't like the shit, so you can understand the flavor. So when you are talking to the customer, you can, you know what I mean, you can connect. You like it's bold and robust, but I loved it because you can be yourself. That's how I got hired at Starbucks, was my personality. That's what I liked about them, and the tips and the presents that I got to give people, and they would let you create your own drinks sometimes, and you get stocks. So thanks Starbucks. I don't know if you still are that way, but I'd rather remember you that way.
Okay, this job is definitely off my list.
A lot of shit's off your list. I mean, cleaning your room, it looks like that's off your list.
I've
I mean,
a lifeguard. I don't know how to swim myself. I don't know how to swim.
please leave my show.
What?
I don't need people to know that I'm just, you just said you can't swim, so why would you be looking at the lifeguard, son?
It's on the list.
Get out of here. That's that 2020 shoot. I blame this shit on the pandemic.
Referee.
I do. I don't care. The
Referee.
pandemic, you did this shit. These kids done regressed. Everything that I ever taught them, get.
Tutor.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
Theater usher. I think I could be an usher.
ABCs. And 1, 2, 3. Okay?
But you think I could be?
I see you later.
Please.
I'm on a show right now. I don't have time for this stuff right here. I don't want to be a part
Like,
of
you think I
it.
could be an usher though?
Oh my God. You can be anything you put your mind to, son. Anything your heart desires.
Lies.
That's
You're lying.
You can. Like I said, you put your mind. You just said you don't qualify for the lifeguard and you can't even swim. Of course you don't qualify. Shit.
And it says baby.
He came back.
It says baby.
You know what? I got a show. I can't. I got a whole brand. I got a brand.
I dislike children.
Okay. He need a job. Get a job in your room. That's what, I don't understand.
Yeah, but I cleaned it. It's fine. Going back like you
Wow. Wow. Tony, I thought you left. You don't embarrass him. I didn't embarrass him. He brought this shit on himself. It's all his fault. Did you hear the shit that came out? The boy said, "You want a job? I got a job." You ain't even got to go far. It's in your room. Here, son. It's here. It's all good. He means well. He's a good kid. He tries. He tries. He tried so hard he broke the vacuum.
Please stop talking about that.
He broke it dead. The vacuum's gone. It's not coming back. We tried to revive it. Tried to do CPR. The vacuum is gone. He killed it. It's all right, because I told him, I said, we have a new vacuum now. He said, what? He said, I said, it's you. You think I'm about to sweep that carpet? You got another thing coming. You gonna sweep it now. I gave him the tools, because, you know, I'm a woman here, so I'm like, every woman should have a set of tools, because, so I was like, I got some tools. Tools. Don't come out here like the little engine that said he couldn't or could. You go back in there and you figure it out. You screwed it up. You fix it. That's what I did. I sent him on his way. I said, before you came out here, I said, next time, really think about it. Yeah, he went in there and he took apart the fan. Not the vacuum. I don't understand that type of thinking. You know, I thought we were talking. You broke the vacuum. The fan is what you took apart. I don't know. You can't make this type of stuff up. Yeah, he is. He's yeah, he's 14. He's 14. He's 14, yeah. Got me a teen. 14. I tell you. And I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, I only have one, right? So I just turned 42, right? But it's still, like, things are still new to me, because you know how some people, they be like, oh, I did this with my second, my first child. I have one. So anything that's a new experience is a first time for me. It doesn't make me experience because he's 14 or I'm 42, because anything that's new is going to be new for the both of us and for me. So I'm still always going to be like a fresh parent in something, because I have one. A lot of people they can refer to their other child. I can't do that. So I'm like, yep, got one of these. I mean, it's been a pleasure. I mean, I've seen the maturity. I got to be doing something right because I just trip how this collage I'm making and I'm gonna put out in this a tribute, like a book, like a little special something that I did for us, and it trips me the hell out. And I know that this is like a parent, like parents know this stuff. To watch to see him now, and then to like look at him when he's like a little baby, and I'll be like, yo, he's a baby. And then I am, you know, a young sweet tenderoni, and a young sweet tenderoni, and it trips me out that I have this child. Like one time, boop, he's a little baby in your arm, and then I'm looking up and I'm talking to a damn near man, you know, a young man. So it's like, and then his voice, oh my god, it used to be so like, right? So and then if what you heard now compared to not just like but when the pandemic, he didn't sound like that in 2020 at all whatsoever, and it just makes me feel like, oh my goodness, my baby, right? And I'm just so proud of him, you know. To that's a huge thing, a parent, to you have a child, man or woman, you have this child, and you bait a child, and then you one day you're sitting down with them having these mature conversations, you know, and you just like cherish that. You be like, whoa, it's crazy, you know, you're my baby, and look at you now. So I cherish that. And then my neighbors here, shout out to Mr. Nick and Miss Marcy, because they've known us for a while now, and we were outside, like I think like a week ago, with my son's grandparents, his dad's parents, and then they were getting out the car, and they were like looking at it, looking at Brandy. It's like, Miss Brandy. I was like, Brandon's getting bigger, isn't he? I was like, yeah. They're like, his voice. They said sometimes we're downstairs, and we're like, who the hell is that grown ass man down there in Brandy's house? Because you know because he's on the phone with their son, and then they can hear his voice, and they say it trips them out how he's grown and stuff in his voice, because he does. He sounds like a grown ass man. Sometimes I be in here like, who that? Forgive my language, but who the nigga up? I mean, that's why I have to tell him sometimes. Like, watch the bass. Watch the bass. Yeah, I didn't plan for any of that, Tony. It's crazy. You still saw that whole shibako. And this is my life. That's my baby. Yeah. Right? Right. That's a whole 14-year-old, right? What we were talking about. Did you hear him? He said, he said, I think a lifeguard would be out the question, which is because I can't swim. No. Of course it would be out of your question. Out of here. You know, the worst part is about it. I thought he could swim, so I was pretty sure that he would. He's like a whole adventure when we used to go to church, and he has all these badges. I thought one of them was swimming lessons, but maybe he can just keep afloat. I'd check into it, because if that's the case, we need to take that badge back so nobody get the wrong idea. You know, like, yo, he can't. No, no. Let's take that one again. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, so this one I should go back, Tony, and label it family moments with Brandy. That's crazy. That's the first time this has ever happened. But yeah. Yeah, we've tried episodes. My son just won't get into it. The very, very first podcast I think I ever did was at the ABCUs when he was in the boxing ring. And that was my first one, so it's actually still up on my podcast. And I like tried to interview him in the ring. It was so loud. I was on my beginner stuff then. But yeah. This is so cool. I got this for my first. I don't celebrate, just like last year or the year before, I stopped celebrating certain things after the history, the acknowledgement. I'm just putting that out there because just like my phone. Got it for my birthday, or they sent it in the namesake of my birthday, and it looks like my phone, right? I have so many devices, and I just hope this one survives too. Working on my blog and all that stuff, so there's a lot of stuff going on, but I don't know. I really, it's just really nice. It's like my mini, and they're both Samsungs. So. No, come back. Okay. Title that Nursery Rhyme. Nursery Rhymes. Okay. Caption it. Um. Okay. Hashtag Real Watch Radio. Hashtag Voices of Courage. Hashtag The Plush Life. Boom. Okay. And then this one, it will be not podcast. This one, they have comedy. I like to put it under what the entertainment. Okay, my bad, guys. Mm-hmm. All right, what's up, Lemur? Here it goes. Give you a little piece of it. This is a Saturday, lovely evening here in the great San Diego, California. I have to give a shout out to my city because a lot of times I get in the humanitarian part of my body. And boom, that's all we're going to give out today. Check out, go to Limor, Limor. And a lot of great content over there. Definitely check it out. I wouldn't lead you there if I didn't think so. And if you're somebody that wants to start their own cast, then Lemur is definitely a place where you can do it. And trust me, the team is amazing. They revamped their whole platform, and I stand behind. I love them. I love. Shout out to Shane from Lemur. I was gonna wait for that. So back in the building. It's crazy. Man. That was pretty awesome that was on the spot because I've always tried to get that boy. I done set up shows. He didn't agree to shit and show up. We live in the same house to do like some mom and son shows, and I tell him, I'm like, don't think about it as a show. Like, dude, you have a whole mother here that will do all the work, the production, the artwork, has a production, has a radio station, has a TV, and okay, you don't want to do it. That's great. I even try to psych him out and be like, can we just sit down and talk? You know, like stuff he likes to talk about because I know how it pulls him in, you know. And, you know, we definitely can get down, even though we still he finds a way. He knows I'm a shark lover, so he knows how to try to, like, and I know about zombies too, because zombie movies. So I'm like, yo, do you know who you're talking to here? But seriously, we love animals and stuff, so something we, you know, I know that he's interested in, like, we talk about, like, I'll throw out some there, and then 99% of the time he'll catch and he can tell you some stuff behind it. But lately, you know, since 2020, I have very good spidey senses, which in other terms I would say with, you know, God said I have discernment. That being said, when I watched this episode called The Octopus Teacher, but with octopuses, I was convinced that those Motherfuckers ain't no octopuses. Like I watched it, my friend showed we watched it, and then my friend we also watched this documentary or maybe like a sci-fi. I wouldn't even say sci-fi, but it was a show that was showing experiments with octopuses, not your average octopuses. I'm like, where did you find these alien life forms from? And they had them in these clear boxes, literally, which was down at the bottom of the ocean, which tells you they got some stuff going on out here. That is kind of intriguing but scary. You saw Deep Blue Sea. They got places like that that's even beyond that. They had these octopuses was unlocking stuff, just doing shit, doing stuff, right? I was just like, first of all, this ain't the octopuses I saw at the zoo. I was like, yes. So the next day, maybe like a day or two later, I was sitting there and I just looked to my friend. I said, those was no damn octopuses. She was still in my mind. I was like, those some aliens. I had thought about the whole night because, see, I know where I live and I know how people work. I said, this is real odd. I said, I've never seen this before. I said, you would definitely know the government all over this. We just call it the government, CIA, America, whatever you want to freaking call it, Russia, all of them. They would have been on that shit. I'm like, that's because they bring attention to it, and that's why we think that we know when they are, but they are. Just because we don't know they are, because they don't put it in our face or put it on TV. That's how we learn or register these things. Like, don't even worry about it, Tony. I have this episode that we're going to talk about the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you don't know, just look it up. We'll talk about it later. I'm pretty sure you've heard it before. Check that one out. And then definitely, you gotta hop on one day. We gotta have these conversations, right? Because we need to let people know, right? And then we're helping them out at the same time too. Because ignorant isn't bliss. Ignorance. I want a better foundation and platform for our youth because they're gonna have to take over. They're gonna be the doctors and all that stuff we need. I'm gonna need to help make it the best possible place it can be. I need this little dude in here talking about. These are lifeguards. Good. I can't swim. Yeah, what's happening here? Come on. We gotta get these kids some help. it clearly, Tony is not the one they've been getting help with. Clearly, we have been misleading and we've been misled, and we can see it within our children, within ourselves. We didn't do this shit ourselves. Who's been the controller of the food and everything? So that's all I'm saying. I don't want to get off track. I thought I was on Instagram for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. Well, Happy Haps can get a little taste of this. But that's where I'm at with that, because this episode is what it's called, and let's go there, right? I want to go there every single time, anytime I can, about humanity, being humanitarian, and knocking down anybody that got that stank, nasty, hateful, freaking nature. Flush toilets with a purpose. But I hope I can flush you and then get the sponge and pull you back out and you be good again. You know. Give him time. You know what? I'll give him some time. Let me go get him. And you come get him. You got how much time you got, Tony? About 5 minutes, so you can come get the little dude. No, I get it, but no, don't say that. Because trust me, I've been putting my work in. The thing is, that time I won't ever give up. I'll never give up. He's a good kid. I just gotta, you know, laugh when it's laughable. I mean, he knows. But I also know there's so much more room for growth, and I never make excuses for it. I'm not one of them ones to be like, I'm a single mom. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that. As long as it took me to say that sentence, I could have been doing something. But it's about the mindset. You know what I mean? Good things will come. Even when we're up against stuff, like, I'm going to give a good example. Like, say, for instance, a woman feeling like she's being scorned or, and this is not my situation. This is not my son's father that is like this. We have our ups and downs, but trust and believe. You know what I mean? It's all real. It's all love, and you know, and that's what it is. But let me say this, um, you know, with a lot of people in life, like when you have like a son's father or a child's mother or something of the sort, right? It's always got to be like if you're not together, right? People just got to be like nasty towards one another because they don't understand they want to be together. It's okay to understand somebody. They can be in the wrong, but when we just kind of focus in on that, like nobody can make no mistakes, and then you wonder why people don't talk about stuff, or they do because they're trying not to. And then the thing about it that when I say we, I'm talking about society, and we don't have no like the audacity of us to think that we are that, like our shit don't stink, that we have that privilege. You know what I mean? It ain't privilege. It's either you just one of them type of people or not. You know, my freedom of speech. No, it's your freedom of are you an asshole or not. You know what I mean? Freedom of speech does not say be an asshole, be unempathetic. No, that's your character. Okay, it's no. No matter what you say, that's what that is. So, like I said, that's just a part of busting down the bullshit for 2022. So, Tony, what you think about the new name, busting down the bullshit? What you think? There it is, singing. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I'm taking it. Them tears means you like it. So we have it, everybody. Busting down the bullshit on Haps every Saturday from 9:30. It's like, no, I'm kidding. No, but I'm not kidding about the name. I'm so not kidding that I tell you, I always roll with a notebook and a pen. And look, wait, hold on. So there. Damn, the boy take all my pens. The pen works, so therefore, bust. But this is busting down, busting down the bullshit. I just won't spell it out all the way on there. The bullshit on Haps TV. That's gonna be the new show next week. All it takes. You should see all the pins. You'll be like, I'm telling you, I'll write something down and it's like I never wrote it. And it's like a frustration of mine. Like I feel like I might need some type of like, they're counseling for it. But like, Brandy, why do you write in so many notebooks? I don't know. I don't know. Well, why do you buy so many? I don't know. Well, when you write in them, why can't you remember which one you? You know, go on and on. I'm like, oh my god, and it's true because there's so many. I'm like, where did I write that? So it's basically ends up like I never did it. You know, just trying to stick to one for everything. Only one that's gonna be different is when I do my scripture reading. That's about it. Oh, forgive me, forgive me. Ooh, Reese's Pieces. Calling my name. Stop it. Um, okay, so before I go, oh, thank. Before I go, Tony, true, honest opinion, right? Because you know I make beats, right? And you know I get in my zone, touch a button, I'll just be like, touch another one. So I decided to record this, okay? And if it doesn't pull up, I might even like create one right now. So I think I'm trying to play this one and then do a quick freestyle and see what happens. Because a lot of times I'm not prepared. I just kind of just go with the flow, my mindset, or wherever my fingers take me. Okay. Let's see. Don't judge me. Sheesh Louise. Oh, I see. I see. I have to go back out here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. And it might need like some bass or whatever you call it. Some extra stuff. Okay. Kind of heavy. It's not even over yet. And this was all like freestyle. I just did it like on the spot. So I was just like, let me see where it goes. And that part went too fast. So that was a quick freestyle. You do, you do. Thanks. That was like, I just like pressed record. I said, I was feeling it. I was like, whatever happens, happens. It was just that last part, like that doom doom. I didn't mean to hit it that fast. I really did. So yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. So before, let me see, and that was called Dark Trap. Like that was one of the four. I don't know if I should use that one. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go back to that one. What's that? What? Okay. Okay. So Tony, you still there? Are you still there? Anyone? Anyone? So this is what's gonna happen. Right now, this very moment, you guys are about to witness me just mess around and see what happens. This is not planned. I'm just gonna mix something and see what happens. Okay? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm relaxed. Everything's good. Temperature's right. Here we go. I wonder if I should wait. How many? What's the battery life like? Let's do it. I'm not gonna record it. This is just gonna be a freestyle. Ready? Here we go. Now I'm gonna stop. This should get away all night. All right. Yay. What'd you say? I like you said that, right? That's what you said. Could you have dropped a flow to it though? I know you could. Yeah. The other ones I did everything I record. I have so much, but this one I should have recorded. This one is what you're saying, right? You think so? This was the one. This was just like I did that for you guys, but I usually I'm good with remembering, like with these different beat drops. Like I kind of like keep them in my head, but I think I can get close. But thank you so much. I'm trying to get back into you know what, I was taking piano lessons and all that. The lady that was teaching me was from a church. She got Alzheimer's. Her and her husband, they were starting to suffer and from my time, dementia and all that. And then you know, like just messing with music in general. Like I used to have a keyboard, but like you know, with these everything, like everybody has these apps now, and that's cool, you know. But I want one that's. I have this one I did start messing with, where you have more control over the sounds. Like it's like, doot, doot, you know, you have to like, you know, this one kind of gives the melody, but you still have to replace it. Like if you hear that one, doom, 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 it'll keep doing that. So I had to find another one. So thank you, for saying that. lets me know. I think I got an ear for music. I think I love. I have the inner DJ in me. I like to DJ. Life is just full of just like stuff, entertainment, like creativity. But I do appreciate you and the compliment. And you're right. That was a hitter right there. I should have downloaded it. I should have recorded it. But it's all good because there's other great ones, and that was for you and whoever else was listening. Just to do it because this is what I enjoy doing. This is really what I enjoy. Everything you seen or seen me do, from the painting to the podcasting, making music. It's been a beautiful Saturday. It really has. Thank you, Lord. But yeah, until next time, I hope you have a great night. Yeah, we got who we gonna get on there? Okay, so you think about that. You know, you haven't heard my singing. Say that for next time. Um, uh, Definitely would love to hear somebody else. I would love to hear somebody else in something my own joint like that right there. I would love to pick out somebody that can just rock that out. But and it wouldn't have to be no celebrity. If you got the voice, you best to bring it, girl. Yeah, that stuff ain't it. I don't care where you from or what you do or don't do. You got the voice. Strap it like it's hot. Strap it like it's hot. Anytime, Tony. I appreciate you. Can't you appreciate me sharing? I appreciate you caring. No, I do. I appreciate you. You have no idea. The top of the list. You the 100. You like my number one supporter. So, and those are facts. That's like honest to God true. You know it. You see. But it's appreciated. Anybody else that has came in to any of my shows and rocked out, just because you don't do it more than Tony doesn't mean that you mean less than. I'm just not acknowledging that he does number one. Right? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I do hope that and pray, that let me just keep it 100. I hope you have a good night. It's hard these days, these pandemic days. I'll be like, I hope you have a great night. I know it's rough out here. No, seriously, because we own it in these tragic times, these heinous times. We must remember the good times, and if you wake the eyes up, you got the best gift in the world. That's one of the best gifts in the world is to be woken up, to at least try to start again, have a new day. You don't have to worry about yesterday. You can start again. Don't let people tell you can't start again. I don't care who you are. For some things, you just shouldn't even. But we're not gonna go there. For the most part, society is rough on people. They just sit their asses down somewhere. Can't even keep their own neighborhood together. People get out of prison. You'd be like, at least you would think is you would try to be more welcoming. Send a nigga to go back out there because no one's recepting. I'm sorry. I just, I see how harsh we are on people that do wrong. That's going to be a whole nother episode. And with people that I'm going to bring on, we're going to talk about this. Hopefully it's going to be RJ. I had a show with him. He's correctional officer at the hugest prisons where people, the ones that go, that you be like, oh, security. I think it's like the most secure, I forgot what it's called. But we did a show. I got his book, R.J. Sterling. Amazing, amazing book. He does like an audio. He takes the stories of the prisoners that he worked for all these years. And I'm not works for. Let's just say this shit. The prisoners that he works in a high security prison, right? Forgive me, Lord, for saying that. Wasn't even thinking. That's where he works, and he did a book talking, and then it was based around the prisoners that he's known for all these years and respected him, and it tells their story for even the lifer to just all around, and I honor that. I am much love to him, and definitely got to get him on here somewhere, but that's pretty dope, right? And soon I'll be reading. I have his book, but I'll also be having an audio version of where I read it and I talk about, you know, we talk about the stuff. It's a really great book. That's R.J. Sterling. Please go over to Amazon and check that out too. And don't forget The Plush Life with Anthony Gonzalez, because come on. Check it out, because I promise you, he's really good. But this is his life, though. That's the thing, his books is his life. So, I'm very proud of him. To come from that and then be where he is, and to have that confidence and be happy. I'm happy for him. And out there, Anthony, thank you for being an inspiration and being my friend. So, oh shit, I think I was about to cry for a minute. Oh, my crew knows I'm a crybaby. Trust me, when I had to catch a plane to New York and I missed my flight, they're like, yo, are you crying? I was like, a little bit. Wise, of course, and wasn't. So he's like, it's okay. Brandy, calm down. You're going to get here. It's going to be great. Shouts out to Chrissy, because she's supposed to pick me up from the airport. And then I called Poppy J, Anthony Gonzalez, a.k.a. Poppy J. And he said something different. And that's how I have to rock out with these two. He's like, yo, are you fucking crying? He's like, you come here to New York, you have to toughen up. You have to toughen that shit up. Crying. So you see what I'm saying here? So, yeah. If they haven't caught on by now, it doesn't matter. I'm going to cry. Just get over it. Get over it. I'm going to cry all over the place. 2022. So until next time. Thank you again. Tone is tone. Look, now you're going to be a part of a whole nother part of, my legacy. Is when I redo this beat. And you got to tell me, does it sound like the old one? So I'm going to need your ears. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I'm excited. Thank you for the compliment, because you just made me really excited. So until next time, peace. Dude, I haven't been on Haps in so long, I don't even know how to exit. This is crazy. I just can't win for losing. Okay. Yay. So, oh, sheesh, Louise. It's still on.